This research paper presents a prototype for a smart home system that utilizes biofeedback to actuate different peripherals based on the user's emotional, arousal, level. The system consists of two embedded subsystems, Wearable and Benchtop, which communicate with each other over UDP/IP protocol. The Wearable unit is capable of differentiating emotional arousal into three distinct classes: normal, medium, and high, based on physiological data. Meanwhile, the Benchtop unit displays different colors on a 16-digit NEOPIXEL ring and plays tones to emulate actuation of peripheral devices in the smart home environment. Experiments were conducted using 3 video clips, achieving an average accuracy of 41% in classifying emotional arousal. An FSM model of the Benchtop unit was created using Ptolemy II, demonstrating the model to be fully deterministic and robust to communication disruption between the two units. The proposed project aims to add a new paradigm in smart home and IoT research by incorporating emotional feedback to automatically adjust the indoor environment for greater comfort, ease of living, and in-home assisted ambulatory care for residents. The authors highlight the lack of research in classifying emotions at the embedded system level and the lack of utilization of physiological signals in smart home systems, motivating their project. The contributions of this research endeavor include building a prototype system capable of determining the user's emotional arousal from a set of physiological signals and actuating peripherals in real time without the aid of powerful computers and human-in-the-loop systems. The authors' work draws inspiration from previous research in effective computing, physiological signals, and emotion recognition, citing examples such as the Georgia Tech's Aware Home Project and Pham et al.'s Co-SHE system. The authors have successfully demonstrated a proof-of-concept smart home environment that can autonomously actuate peripherals based on biofeedback from a user, achieving an average accuracy of 41% in classifying arousal into 3 distinct classes. This system consists of 2 embedded systems, dubbed Wearable and Benchtop, which communicate exclusively over Wi-Fi. The Wearable unit collects physiological data and predicts the emotional state of the user, while the Benchtop unit functions as a proxy for the smart home, actuating its peripherals to reflect the received class of arousal. The hardware setup, shown in Figure 1, consists of 2 Adafruit Feather M0 microcontroller boards, each equipped with an ATS-AMD 21G18 ARM Cortex-M0 processor, 12-bit ADCs, and native support for SPI, I2C, and UART protocols. Wireless communication is established using the onboard microchip technology's ATWINC1500 Wi-Fi radio module. The Wearable unit is equipped with a SparkFun Max 30105 particle sensor board and a Seed Studio Groove GSR module to evaluate heart rate and skin conductance, respectively. Heart rate is measured using photoplethysmography, PPG, a non-invasive optical measurement technique that involves illuminating tissue cells with an IR beam and measuring the small changes in light intensity associated with changes in blood volume. The PPG signal is categorized into 2 components: a pulsatile waveform attributed to cardiac synchronous changes in blood volume and a slowly varying baseline with lower frequency components attributed to respiration, sympathetic nervous system activity, and thermoregulation. Galvanic skin response, or skin conductance, is a physiological response triggered by the sympathetic nervous system observed in response to stressful or emotionally arousing stimuli. It is measured by applying a low-voltage electric current to the skin and measuring the change in resistance, which can then be translated to conductance. The authors use a Seed Studio Groove GSR module to measure skin conductance in the Wearable unit. The research paper presents an experiment to develop a wearable device that detects emotional arousal levels using galvanic skin response, GSR, and heart rate, hour, data. The optimal placement of GSR leads on the hand is crucial for accurate results, as shown in Figure 3. The authors use a convolution filter with a window of 8 samples per successive heartbeat detection to ensure synchronicity between physiological sensors. The experiment is based on 3 assumptions. GSR response is linearly ranged between 0.25 microsiemens and is unaffected by environmental conditions. Heart rate data is relevant only between 60,120 bpms. And self-reported emotion arousal is sufficient as ground truth. The experiment methodology involves recording GSR and HR data from participants while they watch video clips on YouTube, which are designed to elicit emotions. The participant self-reports their emotional arousal level in 3 classes: normal, mild, and high. The wearable unit predicts perceived emotion by feeding the most recent BPM and GSR data into a linear ladder logic, which assigns weights to the prediction based on the HR and GSR values. The authors use a cyber-physical system (CPS) model to simulate the system, which consists of a discrete event finite state machine for the Benchtop unit and a hybrid system for the wearable unit. The CPS model is composed and simulated using Ptolemy II, which allows for modeling hybrid systems. The model is composed of a data stream, sequence actor, a synchronous reactive director, and a flat FSM model for the Benchtop unit. The Benchtop unit has 5 states, each corresponding to a different emotional arousal level, and can transition to any one of the 4 other states depending on the character byte received from the wearable unit. The system is fully deterministic, as discussed in more detail in Section V. The dataset obtained from 3 video clip experiments highlights mismatches between self-reported and predicted class labels, with accuracy varying widely across clips due to the subjective nature of emotional response and differences in content and presentation. The Benchtop unit's deterministic behavior is demonstrated in Figure 5, showcasing the system's simulation. The prototype success is emphasized, with future work outlined including a larger test group, model incorporation, and improved heartbeat detection algorithms.